Hey, YouTubers, gamers, nerds, geeks, all around the world. Uh, I already got two reviews. One for Mass Effect Andromeda, which, as a fan of the series, it was a letdown. So, unfortunately, if you're like me and you love the original Mass Effect series, you're probably not going to like Andromeda all that much. It's still worth playing. That's about it. The other one was Tekken 7. I had two parts of it because the phone died and ran out of space to do the video. So, there's two parts to Tekken 7. This one is a PlayStation 3 game that I don't think a lot of people have heard of. Not too many people I know have heard of it, at least. Heavenly Sword it's developed by Ninja Theory, I believe. Yeah, developed by Ninja Theory. And this game is definitely it was different. It's all about a cursed sword, which is what you see the character have, like right here. And that's who you play as right there. Her name is Nariko. And it's got, I give it an 8 out of 10 because it's not a bad game, actually, if you get into it. I mean, the graphics are great for a PlayStation 3 game, at least in my opinion. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. The gameplay is pretty much, if you played God of War, it's got that kind of style to it. It's got like those, like how Kratos has the Blades of Chaos and how you can use them and things like that. This has got kind of the same concept. It's got the sword can like split into two different things, and you can use it like this and do all kinds of crazy combos and crazy shit. It's crazy. There's like I think like two parts of the game. There's like battles where you got like it's almost like what you see in Game of Thrones. Like there's just millions of people and it's just one person taking out everybody, which is amazing. It's awesome. And I guess gameplay. Like I said, if you play God of War, yeah, this game is pretty much not that much different. At least not to me, it's not. And it's got like the whole crazy combos and all those kind of things. You can do like some weird aerial moves and kill moves and style moves, whatever you want to call them. So that makes it even better. Um, let's see, playability to me was high because I played it a lot when I got it, and I beat it and everything. The storyline's not too bad actually. I was actually waiting for them to make a sequel to it, which I heard there was rumors of that, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. But let's see, sounds not bad. It's I think it's like kind of like a medieval world. I think it's been a while since I played it, so I don't really remember off the top of my head. But it has like the enemies named as King Bohan, which is, so if you want to call it medieval, that's pretty much what it is. Which I thought it says on the back of the game case that Andy Serkis, for people who don't know who it is, he's the guy who did Gollum from Lord of the Rings, which I thought was kind of funny when I found that out. And he's actually does the animation work for I think King Bohan in this game. So to me, that was actually kind of cool to find out. I thought that was interesting, especially when you only know the guy for as Gollum. Let's see. Replay value, I would say it's least moderate. Nothing else moderate because if you're not into these style of games when it comes to like I said, crazy camp God of War style. I call it God of War style because that's what it reminds me of. The God of War style fighting style, then you're not gonna like it, obviously. But if you love God of War, you'll love this. I think you'll love the gameplay out of this. But if you're not into like these kind of games where you've never heard of it and you don't plan on playing them, then I obviously wouldn't tell you to buy it. But it doesn't cost anything. I think it's like $5 if you go to the exchange or something. Maybe it's going to be at GameStop. I think it's only for PlayStation 3. I don't know. I've only seen it for PlayStation 3. But to me, it's one of those games where it's like doesn't have a. That's why I said moderate because it's one of those games. If once you beat it, there's no like alternate endings or anything like that. So, and if there is, somehow I didn't know how to do that. And it's one of those kind of games where it's like pretty much once you beat it once, you just try to beat it, one or two more times, and that's it, just to see how much if you can get through the game without being hit, and some things like that. But it's not God of War. It doesn't have the blood and the guts like God of War does. It's rated T for teen, so there's still blood and violence in it. It's just not to the extent that God of War has done it, which I don't think will be done, except for the new God of War that's probably going to come out, which ought to be interesting. So Heavenly Sword, I would recommend buying it, trying it out if nothing else. I mean, it's like I said, it's probably like $5. I think I paid like $6, $7 for mine. So if you want to buy a game you've never heard of and want to see what it's like without paying an arm and a leg for it, Heavenly Sword to me I think is a pretty decent size, pretty decent game for you to try out. Like I said, if nothing else, $5 worth. That's pretty much what it's worth. $5, maybe 8. I think I paid like $8 for it. So to me, Heavenly Sword's worth that. And if you guys want to try it out, go ahead. If you don't like it, that's fine. I mean, like I said, some people don't like the whole God of War style of fighting in some of these kind of games, and because there's not really any puzzles to it like God of War did, where you got to fill out puzzles and everything. From what I remember, there really isn't any. It's all fighting, really. So, for that is my review for Heavenly Sword for the PlayStation 3. All right, check you next time, guys.